Whoa, Brock looks a lot different in this. He looks a lot better in this.
Whoa, what would John say?
He'd say nothing.
Steph, I just watched the first 2 episodes of the new Legend of Korra. I'm a big fan of the first series, The Last Airbender. What did you think?
See, I have high hopes for the series now, actually seeing episodes, but I don't know, I'm still kind of wary. It's a huge shoe to fill.
What did you think of baby Korra, seeing her for the first time?
I think it was a good way to kind of start moving the progression of the story forward, trying to bring her from, you know, this young avatar into a teenager, but I'm glad it was short.
Do you think they overpowered her?
Yes, definitely. Just the fact that she was able to do all elements at once. It was kind of ludicrous, but...
I mean, I kind of feel that way also, but I'll delve into that a little bit later. We got introduced to Aang's grandkids, which are all annoying.
Yes, they really were, though I have an affinity for the little bald one, the boy.
Yes.
Just after the second episode where he fell asleep during meditating, I don't know, I have a soft spot for him now.
How did you feel about Tenzin, who is Aang's son? One of 3, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and Katara. I liked him better after the second episode. He definitely grew as a character, and he's not just the typical trainer that's supposed to be this hardcore fuddy-duddy that's supposed to oppose this headstrong girl. Like, it's starting to get a little bit less stereotypical, and I'm enjoying him a lot better as a character.
I kind of felt bad seeing old Katara. I mean, such a bummer seeing her so old and frail.
See, I didn't feel bad for her. I mean, what is she, 80, 90 years old now? I mean, she's got to be near 90 if she's not already in her 90s. And I really didn't feel bad for her. She's a master. I mean, she's a very strong woman. She's got an integral role raising the new Avatar. So while I feel bad for her because most of her friends are dead, I don't feel bad for her as a person.
Now, you mentioned that most of her friends are dead, the key word being most.
Yes.
Now, she mentions her brother, Sokka, is gone.
Yep.
Toph eventually gets mentioned, is gone.
Yep, she's gone.
One name got thrown out there, Zuko.
Yeah, exactly. Is this a huge, like, foreshadowing for the future, or...?
Yeah, they might not have mentioned him for a reason.
Yeah.
Especially with this new villain, Amon.
This masked new villain.
Yes.
So do you think it's anything to do with the fact that they didn't mention Zuko?
It could be him. It could be his son.
If it's him, I'm going to be highly disappointed. Even if it's his kid, I'm going to be disappointed.
It's super dumb. If that turns out to be the case.
It's just way too easy for them to be like, oh, well, it's Zuko's kid. It's like, no,
yeah.
Be creative, create a better villain. And I think they are. He's a little darker. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So...
But I do like the fact that they left the door open for Zuko to potentially have a role in this new series.
Flashbacks? Do you think they're going to?
I think it's inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they started talking about Zuko's mother and what happened to her and completely glossed over it.
Yes.
It's this huge teaser, and I appreciated that. That was good humor, and it was nice to see that they're keeping in mind the fans from the first series.
Now, how did you feel about Naga the polar bear dog? I feel like she was a really cool new... What?
Okay. She's no Appa. I love Appa. Appa is my favorite, and she is no Appa. But she's not bad. She's all right. I just don't think they've really developed her. She's just a pet. She doesn't have a personality.
You don't think she's cool?
She's cool, but she doesn't have a personality like Appa. Appa was instantly this character. Right now, she's just in the background. She's just the pet.
I guess that puts us on opposite sides of the matter, huh? Republic City in the new series, I think, is very cool.
Yeah, I do enjoy it as well. I think they went about that the right way.
I love the look, I love the atmosphere, and I remember that one scene with Korra dealing with the homeless guy over in the pond.
Yeah, the guy who's living in the bush, and it was a nice comedic way to highlight the problems in the big city.
Mm-hmm. And also there's that one scene where she fights off the Triad gangsters or something like that.
Yeah, the Triad, that's what they were called.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that it's not this utopian city that, oh, Aang completed his job and he was the Avatar and he brought peace to the world and everything's perfect in this little city. I like that they're highlighting that there's, you know, rebellions, there's a homeless issue, I guess. I mean, not everybody's rich, not everybody's happy, so I like the fact that they're bringing this dark element into the series.
Now there was also that police chase with the metal benders chasing Korra.
Yeah. So do you think Toph personally trained them and coined the metal bending police force, or?
Yes, there was a statue of Toph.
I saw that. I enjoyed that.
She might have financed that, paid Toph dollar, you know what I mean? I feel like in the second episode, Korra showed more substance as a character. One scene I remember is her getting smacked around by the spinning gates.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed the fact that she just isn't instantly good at everything because she had this wonderful group of trainers.
Now, I thought pro bending was really cool.
Yeah, speaking of getting knocked around, I like the fact that when Korra started on the pro bending team, she wasn't just, oh, it's the Avatar, she's great at this. No, she was getting knocked around, she got kicked off the stage, she wasn't doing well.
And that goes back to what we were saying about baby Korra being overpowered.
Yeah.
We see that it kind of balances out, that she's not naturally good at, you know, every bending element, so to say.
Yeah, and like they said in the first episode, she's got the technique, she's strong, but she doesn't have the spiritual side to it, so as a conflict, you know, that's not a big one, but it'd be interesting to see how they put that as a barrier to Korra's powers.
Mm-hmm. Now we get introduced to Mako and Bolin.
Yeah.
And I can see the ships on the horizon stuff. The ships are on the horizon. Who do you like better? If you were Korra, who would you choose between?
I'd probably do exactly what they're probably going to do with Korra in the series. I'd like Mako at first, you know, the quiet, strong type. But then she's probably going to end up with Bolin because she's going to think that he's the better guy in the end, and blah, 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 typical romance.
No, I gotta go Mako.
Really?
I gotta go with the power play. So overall, I think the series is off to a very strong start.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it recaptures a lot of the charm of the first series.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm locked in, I love it.
Love it, I wouldn't say quite yet. I like the fact that they definitely have the same writing style, the same art style, the detail that they put in the fight scenes and then the bending as well is much appreciated. And I have high hopes for it, I really do. A lot of the stuff, I hope that they break out of the mold a little bit less cookie cutter. Granted, it is a cartoon, so, you know, the expectations can't be set too high, but definitely hopeful, and I'm definitely going to watch it and see what they have in store for us as fans. We're going to be following the rest of the series. We hope you do too.
Be sure to check out our website, like us on Facebook, follow our Twitter, and you know what? Thank you for watching. Feels good, man.
See you guys.